Today on News at Nate, Nikita Eleniak and Sarah Mitchell take a deep look into PTSD in our military.
Good afternoon and welcome to News with Nate. Today on the show we're going to be talking about PTSD in the military. PTSD has been attached with conflict since the beginning of time. It can be caused by things like war combat, assault, and other traumatic events. It has been called many things over the years, like combat exhaustion and shell shock. It's only recently that we've made any breakthroughs with PTSD. We go now to Logan in the field with CSB Edmonton soldier Dylan Shepard.
Thank you, Nikita. Today I'm joined in the booth by Dylan. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, have you considered the effects of PTSD when you enlisted?
Yeah, I thought about them for quite a while, but I think the reward of serving your country outweighs the risks of PTSD in the long run.
Okay, and the last question I have for you is, have you ever used the facilities to combat PTSD?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Logan.
PTSD has three main symptoms: flashbacks and nightmares, emotional numbness and avoidance, and difficulty sleeping and concentrating. It is diagnosed if symptoms are experienced at least a month after the triggering event. Symptoms may not appear for months or even years.
Breakthroughs in PTSD only really started in the late 80s. In 1989, the National Center for PTSD was created. The National Center for PTSD helps to address the needs of veterans and other trauma survivors experiencing PTSD. In 2007, prolonged exposure therapy was confirmed as a valuable treatment for female veterans with PTSD. Only in 2014 did researchers learn that cognitive processing therapy can also be effective when delivered through video conferencing. This helps soldiers receive in-person therapy while deployed. They also discovered that veterans who sought and received care soon after the end of their service had lower rates of PTSD than those who waited to receive treatment. Treatment that is already available includes cognitive processing therapy and prolonged exposure therapy. The Canadian government is currently opening a new branch in the Canadian Veterans Affairs and is providing new funding to the Centre of Excellence, a program to combat PTSD. From 2017 to 2019, the program will see a $17.5 million investment from the Canadian government. This has been News with Nate. Thank you for watching.
You're watching News at Nate. We'll be back right after the break.